In the midst of an intense political climate paralleling the 2024 election season, the cinematic sensation Civil War is poised to debut in theaters, promising a viscerally captivating experience. Touted by its creators as a high-octane journey into a dystopian United States, teetering on the brink of collapse, the film's arrival taps into the palpable anxieties of a nation wrestling with deep-seated divisions. The narrative draws from current apprehensions surrounding former President Donald Trump's brand of far-right politics and a Republican establishment seemingly at odds with foundational democratic principles. Acclaimed director and screenwriter Alex Garland orchestrates this provocative narrative slated for an April 2024 release. With a prologue that sets a somber tone, the trailer unveils a fragmenting America where 19 states have declared their secession. Audiences are thrust into an escalating conflict where the remnants of a fractured federal government in Washington, D.C. are locked in a dire standoff with an enigmatic alliance, the Western Forces, forged between disparate factions in California and Texas. The recently released movie trailer stirring emotional responses with its portrayal of civil unrest in a dystopian Washington, D.C., resonates with the public due to its visual parallels to the turmoil of January 6th. Despite its ambiguous political stance, the trailer's dramatic imagery and provocative dialogue, prominently featuring a line asking, "What kind of American are you?" has left viewers uneasy. Jim Stewartson, known for his stance against far-right ideologies, criticizes the timing of the trailer's release ahead of a significant election, suggesting it cynically caters to extremists' fantasies while compelling the audience to reflect on their own identities and loyalties amidst rising tensions.
Please like this video, subscribe and share your thoughts in comments and engage into community section. Now let's go back to where we were.
In the trailer for A24's Civil War, a dystopian America on the brink of collapse is evocatively depicted by director Alex Garland. The film presents a near future where the country is torn, with states like Texas and California leading a charge for secession. Dramatic visuals of a divided nation set against the backdrop of social and political chaos suggest a deep exploration of the current divisive climate. As the Western forces unveil advanced weaponry amidst rumors of clandestine backers, the film provocatively questions the reality of American solidarity and the consequences of its potential downfall, leaving viewers to contemplate the possible fragmentation of a once united nation. Alex Garland's Civil War, teased in an introductory trailer, sparks conversations with its audacious narrative as A24 embarks on its first major mainstream production, committing a relatively modest $75 million compared to typical industry giants. Featuring Kirsten Dunst, Wagner Moura, Jesse Plemons, and Nick Offerman as an authoritarian president, the film delves into a plausible American dystopia, envisioning a fractured United States where 19 states secede, leading to a coalition between powerhouses Texas and California, represented by a startlingly reimagined American flag with just 2 stars. The trailer suggests a convoluted political situation, introducing a Florida alliance and granting glimpses of a disunited country, with standalone states like Washington, Montana, Georgia, Louisiana, and Minnesota setting the stage for a provocative cinematic experience. In the pulsing, gripping trailer for Alex Garland's Civil War, unveiled on a chill December day in 2023, the seemingly odd allegiance between the tech titan Texas and the innovation hub California hints at a tumultuous battlefield where traditional party lines are blurred. The core of their unified defiance sounds not from the usual political discord, but from the smoldering embers of outrage against Offerman's controversial 3-term presidency, a regime that has forsaken the sacrosanct Constitution for the iron fist of tyranny. Legalities of secession aside, and legal they are not, as the tacit agreement of 34 states is a distant reality, the film suggests the coalition of the Western forces is not a mere quarrel over red versus blue ideologies, but a desperate stand against an overreaching autocracy. Viewers are teased with the possibility that the clash could root itself in existential threats, such as a dire water scarcity, or perhaps in ideological disputes over capitalist expansion, imbalanced taxation, or the concentration of the tech behemoths, Google, Amazon, and Tesla, within the renegade state's borders. Rarely do fiction and the plausibility of future conflict intermingle so closely, leaving us to ponder the fragility of the Union. In the A24's Civil War movie, the United States is depicted as divided, with the East Coast and states like Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico remaining with the U.S., while others have seceded. The film's trailer reveals that the Western forces possess advanced military equipment, suggesting an external supplier or private funding, and highlights the use of this firepower in conflicts, including aerial bombings of New York City, representing a tense standoff where both sides are heavily armed. In Civil War, Kirsten Dunst and Wagner Moura portray photojournalists navigating the perils of a fractured America, with their roles suggesting a potential alignment with the resistance amidst the dangers facing journalists in Washington, D.C. On the other hand, Nick Offerman's presidential character is portrayed as a totalitarian dictator, pushing for a totalitarian regime and willing to destabilize the nation to achieve his goals, as suggested by Alex Garland's gripping narrative.